This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at Media Day at WestPark Capital in New York City. I have with me Dr. Robert Cucin of BioSculpture Technology, Inc. It's a private company. Bob, welcome to SNNLive.
Shelley, thank you very much for having me.
It's good to have you. Let's get started. Give us an overview of the company.
Sure. BioSculpture Technology is a medical device company, and we are bringing to market a minimally invasive device that can remove visceral or belly fat. That's the fat underneath the muscles, inside the stomach, that nobody could remove before.
How does it work?
It's basically a tube within a tube, so it can take it out through an endoscope in a laparoscopic procedure that's minimally invasive, and it can do it without a whole lot of bleeding and without a whole lot of trauma. And the doctor doesn't have to shove it back and forth a whole lot of times. He just puts it where he wants the fat taken out. I always like to describe it as an Eli Whitney cotton gin, except it's rectilinear rather than rotary. And it's made to take out globules of fat rather than cotton balls.
So from the standpoint of what you're telling me, this is weight reduction, not weight control. And how does it, when at the end of the day, how much weight could a patient lose?
Well, that's what's exciting about it. Since it's a gland, you're taking out a gland that secretes cellular hormones or cytokines that antagonize insulin. So they cause diabetes. When you take that gland out, it has an immediate effect on lowering blood pressure, lowering blood sugar, raising metabolic rate. And grossly, just by bulk, it helps sleep apnea and gastric reflux. But after the patient gets off the table, after an hour-and-a-half procedure that can be performed as an outpatient, the patient will lose 40 to 60 pounds because you've changed the metabolism and you've made the body healthier. That's the beauty of it. And if somebody's very overweight, you can repeat the procedure until you get them down to an ideal weight.
So Bob, what's your background?
I'm a doctor. I'm a board-certified general and plastic surgeon. I've been practicing in New York. I'm on staff at Cornell. And this was a device that I originally created to assist me in doing liposuction. Then I found out it could remove the fat inside the mesentery, and then I drew upon my general surgical background to develop this as a device that would be an alternative to lap band or gastric banding or bypass.
Is it patented?
Oh, we have 3 patents on both the method and the device, and they're truly blockading patents. They're good patents that have a multitude of embodiments protected.
Does it need FDA approval?
Yes. We'll bring it in as a 510K, substantially equivalent to our current liposuction device, which is cleared for the removal of fluid and tissue in general surgical procedures, including body sculpting and suction lipoplasty. Then we will go for a modified 510K for including visceral lipectomy after we've done 25 patients.
What's your anticipation of reimbursement?
Well, you have to get CMS, which is the Medicare and Medicaid, to approve it. Once they are reimbursing it, even though they only pay for about 20% of overall reimbursements, all the other insurance companies have to follow it. To get them to do it, all you have to do is just demonstrate some efficacy data. The numbers are telephonic, so this should be so much cheaper than the alternatives that it should be easy to generate the numbers that make it attractive, that they will want to cover it.
So you said you're the first one to market. So you have first mover advantage,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Tell me about that.
The current procedures that we do to treat obesity, metabolic syndrome, and type 2 diabetes are either restrictive or bypass. In other words, you stop the patient from eating, or you make the food wind up in the toilet undigested. They have serious complications and lifestyle compromises that aren't very attractive or very pleasant. And what shows that the market is unhappy with the alternatives is since 2008, the number of bariatric procedures has plateaued at about 220,000. That's in spite of the fact that you can walk down the street and see that everybody's getting fatter. So what we do is we're an alternative to that. Rather than starving the fat that causes the problem, we take out the fat that's causing the problem. And that's something that couldn't be done because there was no safe way to do it. All you could do was cut out the omentum. Nobody could touch the mesentery before. This is a tool for taking fat out of the mesentery.
How are you bringing this to market?
We're in the middle of a public offering right now to raise the money for development, and we will and human testing. And we anticipate that by 40 to 50 weeks, we will have done a series of patients and we'll be applying for modified 510K. So we have the FDA clearance to be able to begin some efficacy studies.
So are you doing a fundraising?
Yes, right now we're doing we have just started, as of September 1st, we've just started a public offering, a Tier 2 Regulation A. So we will be going for public listing.
Now, for more information, let's give out your website so that people can get to you.
It's biosculpturetechnology.com, all one word.
Ladies and gentlemen, BioSculpture Technology, all one word, .com is the website. It's a private company. This is Dr. Robert Cucin of BioSculpture Technology, Inc. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the Media Day at WestPark Capital right here in New York City. Bob, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me on, Shelley. I appreciate it.